Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, I am the Scent Maven and welcome back to my channel, Shopping and Scents. So today I have a huge fall Bath & Body Works haul to share with you. So I will preface this video by saying that these items, the majority of them are body creams and lotion that I got in exchange for ones that I had returned that had gone rancid. If you haven't seen my other past videos, go check them out and it explains the whole thing, and I'll talk more about that whole situation at the end of the video. But I know that most of you are just here just to see the fall scents and hear the scent notes and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just going to get right into it. So one of my favorite fall scents that I smelled at Bath & Body Works is the Toasted Praline and Pear. It's kind of shiny, it's hard to see there. And this was my favorite scent out of this particular collection. The other scents were blackberry and vanilla, champagne apple and honey, and some cider cranberry something cranberry, I forget. But the toasted, oh, and the sweet cinnamon pumpkin I think was in this collection too. But the Toasted Praline and Pear was definitely my favorite. This is a very sweet scent. The pear is so sweet that it doesn't really smell like pears. It almost has like a marshmallow, a vanilla marshmallow scent mixed with like a hint of pear. That must be the Toasted Praline. You definitely get that candy sugar scent. So the scent notes on this are poached pear, toasted praline, graham cracker, and tonka bean. That's what I smell. It's the graham cracker. So delicious, and really like this one, and I'm looking forward to getting this in other body care when it goes. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I have to start using up the products that I have. So I will say that I will pick it up in a shower gel if it goes on sale during SAS. But I really like that scent a lot. The other, another scent that I picked up, which I have to be honest, I wasn't overwhelmed by it the first time that I smelled it, but on a second go around, I have to say it is a pretty good scent, and that is the Pink Velvet Cupcake. And this is an interesting packaging. It has the sort of matte finish pink mixed with the foil pink. It doesn't really look like fall to me, but, and you'll notice as I go through there are a lot of, I tried to mix and get a variety of sweet scents and not savory scents, but perfumey or fresh scents. It smells like strawberries. It smells like red velvet cake and strawberries. Can you put strawberries on red velvet cake? I guess if you're baking the cake, you can put anything you want on it. But this is sparkling red berries, whipped pink marshmallows, and sugared praline. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this. It's that the berry note to it gives it like this little bit of tang, like a tanginess. And then you definitely you definitely smell the sweet notes, but the tanginess of the berry gives it kind of like a tart balance to it. So it's not so overly sweet. Yeah. So this is a good one. Then moving on, this was one that I didn't think that I would pick up because, I mean, I did like Forever Midnight, and I forget was it just Forever Midnight and this one Forever Red in that collection, in the Forever collection? I think so. I'm not sure. I'm thinking there's another scent. I did like Forever Midnight. I wasn't like a huge fan of it or anything. I wasn't like crying when they discontinued it, and I think it's still online. You can get it. But yeah, I decided I wanted to try the Forever Red, and it's a perfumey scent. It's really hard to describe. It definitely doesn't smell like Forever Midnight. It's just, I can't describe it. It's a nice, it's like a nice evening out scent. The packaging is really pretty, very classy. So the scent notes on this are, this actually lists top, mid, and dry notes, which usually Bath and Body Works products are not as detailed as this. So it says the top notes are fiery pomegranate, rare French peach, luminous apple. I don't know if I smell that. The mid notes are red peony, night marigold, and red osmanthus. I don't know what an osmanthus is, but it's on there. You can't read it, but it's there. Somebody tell me what that is. And the dry notes are rich vanilla rum, velvety marshmallow, and oak wood. That's a lot of fragrance notes for one body cream. And I don't know, it's hard to distinguish any of them. They just swirl into this forever red. I don't know, I'll have to see when I use it. So I'm not going to be constantly opening these body creams and smelling them because of the whole problem I had with body creams going bad on me. So like I said, I will talk about that later. So the next one that I have is very fall looking and very fall smelling, and that is Bonfire Bash. And it has these beautiful silver leaves against this lovely gray background. I do like this packaging, this collection. I think the packaging is very classy looking. It's a different take for Bath and Body Works, not that in your face, you know, dramatic packaging. They've kind of scaled it back a little bit. So Bonfire Bash, to me, it just smells like straight marshmallow fluff and a little bit of smoky wood. So like, it kind of smells like marshmallow fireside. That's what it reminds me of, and that's probably what it's a repackage of. But let's see what it says. Vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, cashmere musk. So yeah. Then the next one that I picked up is the Almond Blossom, and you can see this packaging in this collection is quite much more dramatic than this collection here. So this is Almond Blossom, and this smells like it has a lot of sandalwood in it. I do smell the almond, but it smells like almonds and sandalwood. But it has like this perfumey note to it. It's really nice. Almonds and sandalwood and like perfume. So it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, and it's got like a sensual thing going on with it. It's really, really nice. So the notes are sweet almond oil blended with vanilla orchid and cashmere musk. That's what I'm smelling, the cashmere musk. I got that confused with the sandalwood, but that is a really, really nice scent. Then the next one that I picked up, and I've purchased this fragrance before, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. And I believe this is a repackage of the Baja Cactus Blossom candle, which is what I'm looking at on my cabinet there. So Cactus Blossom, that's also in this collection. As you can see, it's got that super floral on it, although this floral here seems to kind of impede on the letters here, kind of blocks the font. But here you can see it's clearly Cactus Blossom. And these are these succulents? Is that what they call these things here? Or are they cactus blossoms? So this, I kind of want to take a little bit of cream out of here just to show you guys, smell this in front of you. So I'm not nuts about this scent. It's nice. I've never smelled a Cactus Blossom, and cacti, which is the plural of cactus, cacti really don't have a scent. And I've had cacti before, or a cactus. It's this kind of aloe floral. It's okay. It's not spectacular, but I exchanged quite a bit of body cream, so I had to get quite a bit to replace what I lost. So this says bright cactus petals blended with sun-kissed coconut and vanilla. I don't smell coconut and vanilla at all. I really don't. Okay. The final body cream that I got is Magic in the Air, and this is part of the permanent collection, I believe. Did I just hear a crow? Kids playing outside. I thought I heard a crow cawing. Anyway, so Magic in the Air. This is really pretty packaging. You know, it's got the sparkle, it's got the foil, you know, it's pretty. And like I was saying before I got interrupted, I believe it's part of the permanent collection now. There are a bunch of these ones that are like, I don't want to say like mystical sounding, but like fantasy sounding, like 1,000 Wishes and Magic in the Air, and what's the other one? A Million something and something in the Stars. I forget all of those cosmic names that they give these fragrances now. Like what's called 1 in a Million, and the other one is called In the Stars. And yeah, I don't know, they've gone with this weird theme. But anyway, Magic in the Air. So let's take a smell. This is more of a fresh scent. It's definitely perfumey. It's definitely perfumey, but it also has a freshness to it. I'm just gonna put like dot. Yeah, I like this because it's just a light perfume, not overwhelming scent. And it has like a little bit of sweetness to it, but not like a bakery sweet, but like a floral sweet. So let's see, what does it say? Almond flower, sparkling persimmon, white iris, whipped vanilla bourbon, and fluffy sandalwood. I don't get any of that whipped vanilla bourbon. Sparkling persimmon. A persimmon is like an orange, isn't it? Fluffy sandalwood. I don't know. It smells nice. I don't know if it smells like the notes that are in there. Do they just like make up the notes because they want it to sound a certain way? Because with some of these fragrances, I can't, I don't know. But I am not a scent blender, so a scent creator, so I don't know. Then I got a body lotion, and I almost got this in the body cream, but because of my situation with the scents going bad, I chose to get it in the body lotion because my body lotions haven't gone bad. And what seemed to be a theme was like the body creams with the cream notes to them, like the latte and the vanilla bean noel seem to get the most rancid. So I figure I better stick with, if I'm gonna get like a milk kind of cream scent, like a latte scent or a super, I don't know, some of these are marshmallowy, but I decided to get in the body lotion to play it safe, and I had to exchange for a body lotion. So I got the marshmallow pumpkin latte, which is a returning scent. It's one of my favorite scents, and it's just marshmallows and pumpkin. This says pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, creamy sandalwood, praline musk. So, and then I had to get a body butter, and they did not have a good selection of body butters. They had 4 scents to choose from. 2 were in the Cocoa Shea collection, and they have that waxy chapstick smell to them that I'm not nuts about, that is just shea butter. And then the other 2 they had to choose were Twilight Woods and the one that I picked up, which was Sweater Weather, because you guys know how I feel about Twilight Woods. So I thought maybe I'd get it and give it away as a gift, but no. So this is Sweater Weather. And as you can see, the consistency of this is very whipped and very white and creamy. So I don't want to go too much into it. So anyway, should not be fingering my creams here because of that whole situation, which I will get to shortly. Sweater Weather, I used to get the candle until it started to smell like crazy glue. I don't know what they did to it. And I haven't burned it in a while. This smells like cologne and an armpit. It's a really nice scent. It's like pine. I get like a pine. I definitely get like a masculine cologne scent. It's like if a manly man was out in the forest and he was chopping wood and he got ever so sweaty and he had like the tinge of BO. That's what he would smell like. So this says Sun Crisp Apple. Do not smell that at all. Autumn Leaves. Have you ever picked up a leaf and smelled it? It's basically scentless. And Orchard Woods. So they started putting the little stories on the back. If you know, they used to have these long flowery descriptions on things, and then they just cut it down to the keynotes, which I think is much better, like instead of reading this whole like story. But now they've added the stories back. So this says bright blue skies with clouds of cotton, cool winds rustle golden autumn leaves. The orchard welcomes you with open arms. Sweater weather is here again. What does that even mean? I don't even think that's grammatically correct. So if you hear snoring in the background, that is my pug. He is in the bedroom, but you can still hear him from wherever he is. So that is what I got for my exchange. I had 7 body creams, 1 body lotion, and 1 body butter that were exchanges, and I'm going to get to that. But I also made a new purchase. So they had the $2.95 soap sale today, so I had to pick up another. I just had to have it. I had to pick up another Vampire Blood. I just love this scent this year. So like I said in my previous videos, in years past it was a straight fruit punch smell, but now it has this dark deep, like dark, sort of dark kiss scent to it, and it just balances out those berries, and it's just amazing. And I really am into the Vampire Blood this year. So that doesn't sound right. The Vampire Blood scent. And this is red berries, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. So I had to pick that up. Now I decided that I was going to give the pocketbacs another chance. I don't know if I want to get the foaming antibacterial. I don't think I've tried that yet before. I do like the Handy Back spray that they have during semi-annual sale. I have one in my purse that's Maui Mango Mai Tai. That's a long sounding name when I just said it out loud. So I'm a fan of the sprays. I was not a big PocketBac user because I don't know. It's just like, I was just always in a position where I was in a place where I could just wash my hands, you know, and putting the PocketBac, the antibacterial on your hands, yeah, you get that alcohol feeling, and then it dries, and then your hands smell like pumpkins or marshmallows or donuts or whatever. And I don't know if I want to go around smelling like a bakery. Like when you wash your hands, right? You're cleaning something dirty or sticky off your hands, and you want your hands to smell clean. Putting something on your hands that smells sticky sweet, it's like a turn off to me. I can't, you know. And yet I will stay away from the clean smelling scents, like the they have like the men's ones, like the Noir, or I forget which was, or like Sweet Pea, or any kind of, they have like lemon or cucumber melon that are clearly like fresh scents, but I stay away from those because they don't seem as interesting to me. Anyway, so I'm giving the PocketBacs another chance. So they were $5 for $6, as they always are. And I got a holder. I have a holder like this somewhere, but I don't know where. I have one that's silver. Today I got gold. This was $1. Like I said, I'm just gonna try this out. And this is the rubber on rubber, because I did a whole video about how Bath & Body Works has these elaborate PocketBac holders like the Eiffel Tower. They had one time that was a rainbow, and these huge holders for these items that are supposed to be pocket size. So so like as a joke, I was just gonna get the Eiffel Tower one just to see like what it was like to walk around and be like, every time I use antibacterial, I gotta take out this huge Eiffel Tower thing. And I said, no, I'm not gonna spend $10 on that. It was $8.95 or whatever. They didn't have it in store where I was anyway, but so I got a plain one because, like I said, I'm just trying this out just as an experiment again. So I will show you the scents that I got. So the first scent that I got is the Vampire Blood, of course. And I have the Vampire Blood in the old packaging that just smells like alcohol now. And then I picked up some of the Coconut Pumpkin Latte, which just smells, it smells like coconut and pumpkins. It doesn't say the scent notes, so coconuts and pumpkins. And then I got this one, which is just like super, this has got glitter in it. Okay, I clearly did not notice that when I purchased it. It looked, I'm gonna look like I'm 5. So I got this because it's super cute, and it's got glitter on it, in it. And so this is Sprinkle Donut, and it's got a unicorn sitting in a donut. It smells like a plain, no, I want to say it smells like a plain old-fashioned donut that you get from Dunkin' Donuts, but it has kind of like a vanilla frosting. That's really nice. I want to see how that is. I want to see how much glitter that leaves on my hands, or if the glitter evaporates, or what happens with that. So then I picked up, oh, so I did get a fresh scented one. I picked up Fall Breeze, so this way I don't smell like a bakery. It smells like oh, I just antibacterialed my nose. That's why I can't squeeze scents. And I have this problem with soap. I have this problem with soap and stuff too. I'm always like sudsing on myself, or okay, so it kind of, I don't know what it smells like. Fall breeze. It just doesn't really smell like anything. It just has this indistinct kind of autumn something. I can't tell what that smells like. I hope this is terrible. It looks like it says, if you just look at it real quick, it looks like it says sweet ass, but it's actually sweet as strawberries. I bet you people are going to see that on my bag and think that that says sweet ass on it. Okay. Does it smell like strawberries? Of course, some of it came out. Yeah. It smells like strawberries. I don't know which one of these I'm going to use first. So, sweet as strawberries. So that was that. 5 pocketbacs for $6. 1 pocketback holder for $1. Like I said, I'm just giving these a second chance. And then I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 body creams and 1 body lotion and 1 body butter. So now, oh, and the vampire blood soap that was $2.95. So let me tell you what happened with this. If you haven't watched my other videos, which you should go check them out, because that would explain a lot of this. Okay. So what happened was, to summarize, I was going to do a Bath and Body Works favorites video. I was preparing to do that, and in the process of doing that, I took out all of my Bath and Body Works collection, including the body creams, and to my shock, I looked at the Vanilla Bean Noel, which was not that old, and it was like cottage cheese, and it was yellow, and it had gone completely rancid. It smelled like sour milk. I looked at this other body lotion that I had that was like it was originally a green and white swirl thing in a pump, and it was Vanilla Bean Noel, and I had a body cream in Vanilla Bean Noel, and they all had gone sour milk rancid. So I was alarmed by that, and I thought, well, maybe it's only because it has like a dairy note, like the vanilla cream note, that it went bad. But it turned out that no, all of the body cream that I had in my collection, all 7 body creams, went bad. That was Agave Papaya Sunset, Dark Kiss, Bonjour Paris, the Birch and something, the gray bottle, Dark Kiss, all of them. They all went bad. They all were completely sour, and I was about to throw them in the garbage. Then I had also, yeah, so it was the 7 body creams, the Vanilla Bean Noel body butter, and the swirly body lotion that all had gone bad. So I called Bath and Body Works before I threw out the stuff, before I went to, thought that it was going to be a total loss. And I asked them, I said, what should I do? And this is becoming a very long story. Like I said, you should just watch the other videos. The guy on the phone told me that the products should stay good for 3 years after the time that you open them. Unless you order it online, it's not factory sealed if you buy it in the store. So 3 years from the day that you open it. There are expiration dates on this. Bad Enabler has a video about expiration codes if you want to go look at that. The codes are on the products and stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. You go watch his video on that. So they told me that they asked me if I had my receipts. I didn't have my receipts for those body lotions. They were from all different semi-annual sales and whatever. And so he was like, well, bring it back to the store. And first he said, we'll exchange it product for product. And then he said, after I told him I didn't have the receipt, then he was like, oh, we'll give you a credit for the lowest price that it ever went to. And you can get some new stuff with your store credit. Yeah, because I told him, I was like, you know what? I don't want to walk in there with 9 items and say, here's all my old Bath and Body Works stuff. Give me all new stuff. Because I'm not, you know, I'm not looking to scam them. But, and if it was my fault that I just kept the body creams too long, then that's on me. That's like if you go to the grocery store and you buy a container of milk and you let it go past its expiration date. You shouldn't then go to the supermarket and say, hey, give me a new bottle of milk because I didn't pay attention to the directions, or not the directions, there's no directions on milk, but you know, pay attention to the expiration date. So I felt weird about that, about going in and exchanging so much at one time. I didn't know how the people at the store would react. I was surprised that so many of you commented on my other videos saying that the same thing had happened to you, that you had body creams that had turned after 6 months, or that you had, one person said they had it as like almost a total loss because they brought it back to the store and the stuff rang up a fraction of what they had paid for it. So I have to say, my experience, I have mixed feelings about this whole situation. The people from Bath and Body Works corporate on the phone were very nice, very professional. I did not have any issues. I thought I was going to have an issue at the store, you know, but they were totally fine with it. I walked in there with like this little bag full of I guess it was expired stuff that had gone bad, and explained I asked for the manager, I explained to her, I showed her what the cream looked like and everything, and while she was ringing up the new stuff, she looked at it, she smelled the Vanilla Bean Noel. She was like, it smells okay. I said, oh yeah? Why didn't you try some? And she was like, oh no, that's quite okay. Because I told her, I said, try it on, because it smells like sour milk. And she told me she doesn't even buy the body cream. She buys the body lotion. So what happened at the store is, I told her what corporate said. And she says to me, well, no, if I give you store credit, you're not going to get, you know, a good amount of money. You should just do the exchange product for product. So I said to her, but I don't think I want body cream, because if this is what's going to happen, because I guess they changed the formula or whatever they did, I don't want to buy more body cream and have the same thing happen over again. But then it was like, you know what? If I don't use it by Christmas, I can give it away as gifts. So I said to her, well, can I exchange it for body lotion instead of body cream? Thinking that would be better. And she's like, no, it has to be product for product. Lotion for lotion, body cream for body cream. Body butter for body butter. So she's like, you should do that instead of getting the store credit, because you really won't get a lot of money back. So when she said that, I thought like the stuff was going to ring up like $1, or sometimes, you know, if you go to like semi-annual sale, one time I found a Snap Peas mason jar candle for like 33 cents, and it has like a little tag that says do not sell. You know, because I guess those are for like the employees, or you're not supposed to sell it to the public, but sometimes they sell it to you anyway. So I thought they were going to ring up like all crazy, like $1 prices or whatever. But when she did the exchange, the prices that were coming up for the body creams were like $3.50, $4.50. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have just taken the store credit and gotten body lotion or shower gel, and feel more secure that it wasn't going to go bad, because I am not doing this again. I am not doing a huge swap out for product, because a couple of reasons. I shouldn't have to do that. Your products should be good, right? I don't want to buy something and then worry like if I don't use it immediately, it's going to go bad. you know, that aggravation. And it's kind of like humiliating going into the store, even though they're totally, the women at the store, the manager and the other employee that helped me were totally nice, and they were just as grossed out by the cream turning bad, and they're like, oh, I can't believe that happened, and whatever. They did not treat me like I was a suspect or anything like that. You feel like a suspect because actually, you know why? One time I returned a candle a long time ago. I exchanged a candle for, I forget what the candle was, and I tried to exchange it for Autumn Mums, and the woman looked at me like I was evil. Like, oh, you're returning this like nasty old candle for a brand new fall scent. You know, like she gave me some attitude. But that was, you know, there's always one bad apple in the bunch. So I don't like the idea of, you know, like people thinking I'm trying to get over on the company, which I'm totally not trying to do. But if you saw that body cream, that was just nastiness. And I told the woman at the store, I was like, you know what? If I hadn't called corporate or whatever, I was just a stone's throw from tossing all this in the garbage. She's like, oh no, don't ever do that. If there's something wrong, bring it back to us. But I don't want to consistently have these problems, because if you watched my last video, there is a bad customer list. So if you constantly are exchanging and trying to get refunds for items and stuff like that, and saying your package got lost in the mail, they'll flag you as being a like suspicious customer or whatever. And when you do your exchange, they scan your driver's license, your ID. So I would not recommend to anyone to try and, you know, like, oh, I'm tired of my old Bath and Body Works scents, let me just exchange them for all new scents. That's just, it's wrong. It's morally wrong. Even if Bath and Body Works is $1 billion company or $1 million company or whatever it is, it's wrong to cheat people. So if you watch my other videos, you will clearly see that the body cream was bad. It was yellow and crusty and gross. So I had every right, according to them and their goodwill policy, you know, the 100% satisfaction guaranteed policy, which they say some people take advantage of, and I can believe it. This was a time when the goodwill policy, you know, it had to be used. I had to take them up on their 100% guarantee. And I told the guy on the phone, and I told the woman in the store, I usually never have a problem with Bath and Body Works candles or other products, lotions, soaps, what other stuff? Shower gel, pocketbacs, usually, well, my one's turned a little bit alcohol-y, but I'm never returning things due to dissatisfaction. It's very rare that I would do that. I mean, it has to be like something really terrible. I can't remember the last time I returned something that I didn't like from Bath and Body Works. I can't even remember. Now, I recently picked up a travel size of the the apple champagne and honey body spray, and I'm disappointed with the strength of that fragrance. It's very, very light. When you spray it on yourself, you do get that nice apple crisp smell, that not so much honey, but there's sort of the crisp, fresh apple smell. And it fades very fast. I don't know why I'm smelling myself, because I don't have it on now. But I'm still going to use it anyway, because like if I'm sitting in the car, I can still kind of smell it, like I'll get a whiff of it, like the appleness, but it's not the strength of body spray that I would like. Not that I want to walk around smelling like a, you know, like if somebody just bit into an apple, like in your face apple scent, but it's just a little bit too much on the light side for me. So yeah, that is my Bath and Body Works haul, my Bath and Body Works tale. And I will close out, I think, by saying that ironically, coincidentally, I was driving out of the parking lot where the store was, and I saw a woman that used to work, she used to work at a Bath and Body Works in the mall where I used to go, which I don't go to anymore. Just for convenience reasons, this other Bath and Body Works is closer, it's more convenient. But I hadn't seen her in a while, and I was stopped at a stop sign in the parking lot, you know, because it's one of those outdoor malls. And she walks up to my car and she looks at me and she goes, "I know you." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, you worked at Bath and Body Works." So I told her, I said, "You know, it's funny that I bumped into you because I was just at Bath and Body Works exchanging body cream that it had gone completely rancid on me." And she was like, "Oh yeah, you just bring that stuff back." She's like, that's not a big deal. If it goes bad, just bring it back." So everybody was like, no one said to me, "Oh, our products don't go bad," or "You must have had this for 100 years," or "You must have improperly stored the product." They don't give you the it's you, it's not us, it's you type of deal. That Yankee Candle does that. If you try to return, and this has happened to me before, you try to return candles to Yankee Candle, and they'll say, and you tell them it has no scent throw, and they'll be like, "Are you sure you did this? Did you make sure you trimmed your wicks? Did you make sure you used a what do they call those things? The lid things." I can't think of it. That's gonna bother me. So they try to put the blame on you. It's not they have a faulty product. Oh, it's you must have done it wrong. So and by judging by the amount of comments that people had left on my other videos about their experiences, I think Bath and Body Works is going to have to reconsider its formulas for the body creams, because something is very wrong. The body creams and the body butter. The lotion that I had, I usually don't have a problem with lotions. This one particular lotion was one of those, they tried a new design thing, and it was a swirl. So it was like cream, like a white cream, and then a green glitter swirled around and around for Vanilla Bean Noel. And the white part of it turned brown, or like, no, the white part of it turned like this mucus green booger color, and then the green part turned like this coppery brown. It was just nasty. And I in my last video, you can see it looks like a snail trail. Wait, no, is that like a perverted thing? I don't know. Sometimes things have double meanings. It looked, that's what it looked like. It looked like the slime that a snail leaves behind. I don't know. For some reason, I think that has a dirty connotation to it. I remember I did a video where I said something smelled like Granny Fanny, and all my YouTube subscribers in England and the UK told me, "Do you know what that means? Over here in the UK, that does not mean your backside. That means your woman part." I was like, oh no. So yeah, excuse me if I inadvertently said something dirty and didn't mean to. So I hope you enjoyed this Bath and Body Works haul. This is a really, really long video, and it's probably going to be the last Bath and Body Works haul that I do for a while. We're going to focus on using up the products that I have, and yeah, doing reviews, doing empties, doing favorites and different types of videos. I had an idea to do one of like the worst Bath and Body Works product forms. Like they had one that was like a dry powder product that you're supposed to mix with your shower water. Anyway, this is a super long video. So remember to comment, rate, subscribe, click the little gray bell, and until next time, goodbye everyone out there in YouTube land.